So, Mercedes have done some launches recently. There's been a very tanned George Russell, a very fresh Antonelli, and a very fresh, actually, to be honest with you, Valtteri Bottas, all sporting those new Adidas shirts. Of course, they're sponsored by Adidas for this season, or Adidas, I guess I should probably say, to be honest, but I always say Adidas, it's just what I do. I'm just one of them Commonwealth pigs like that at the end of the day, what can I say? But yeah, they've changed from Puma to Adidas, of course, so, you know, some new kit there for them. They're looking very nice, all the Mercedes guys, and of course, Toto Wolff has been speaking about his 3 drivers, his 2 racing drivers, and his test driver, Valtteri Bottas. And of course, the role of Valtteri Bottas has been questioned very much. It's like, what is he actually going to be doing? Is he going to be, you know, testing reserve driver and doing other things, racing in another series? Perhaps what's his role going to be with Kimi Antonelli, the young kid coming in? Well, the answer to the latter of those 2 questions is that Bottas is going to be a mentor to Kimi Antonelli throughout this season. Full article on the F1 Chronicle as always, guys. Let's have a look at what's going on here. One of Valtteri Bottas's roles in 2025 will be to mentor Formula 1 rookie Toto Wolff protege Kimi Antonelli. Having lost his Audi-owned Sauber seat for 2025, the Finn was snapped up by his former team boss Wolff to serve as the primary Mercedes reserve driver this year. The appointment not only shuffled Mick Schumacher out of the role, but also leapfrogged another exciting Mercedes driver, the existing Mercedes reserve, 23-year-old Frederik Vesti. The Dane admits he was already frustrated that 18-year-old Antonelli was appointed as Lewis Hamilton's successor. There are 5 rookies in Formula 1 this season, Vesti told Danish broadcaster DR, and I've beaten 4 of them in F2. It's incredibly frustrating to sit on the outside and look in on people I don't feel deserve it as much. It's definitely opinionated, but it gives me motivation because it's also proof that I really can do it. Team boss Wolff thinks it's a golden opportunity for Mercedes to be able to leverage the experience of proven race winner Bottas. Part of Valtteri's job will be to look after Kimi, he said, to be there, to coach him, to constantly keep an eye on what is happening on the track. Despite Antonelli's very young age, he's only 18 I believe, Wolff is determined not only that the Italian is the right replacement for Ferrari-bound Hamilton, but that he will be given time to shine. I couldn't repeat the mistake I made with Max Verstappen, who ended up at Red Bull, the Austrian told La Repubblica newspaper. Preparations with Kimi are going well, but they started many years ago. I will keep him under my umbrella as long as necessary. And Kimi will learn from Valtteri, but also George Russell. George is not mentioned enough, Wolff added. We have an experienced driver who has won races, and we have this new up-and-coming talent. At the same time, Lewis is going his own way, looking for something new. I think it was refreshing for both sides. When I discussed Kimi with the CEO, he said to me, "This is so exciting. Let's start working with the next generation." Yeah, there's some interesting points there. So for those that don't know, the thing with Max Verstappen, you know, Verstappen was being courted, as it were, being, you know, kind of watched by both Mercedes and Red Bull during his junior career. And the reason why Max Verstappen signed with Red Bull, or at least part of the reason, was the fact that Red Bull could offer him a Formula 1 seat for 2015. Of course, he went to Toro Rosso, the second team. Mercedes couldn't do that. They had Hamilton and Rosberg already at the team, both doing incredibly successfully at that point, of course. And, you know, I think in hindsight, I mean, can you imagine Verstappen and Hamilton in the same team for 2017 at Mercedes? It could have happened, you know, because honestly at that point Mercedes were just unstoppable. And I do feel as though if they offered him a race seat, if they offered him, let's just say, a Manor seat maybe, or a better seat than that maybe, to help him get into a Williams or something like that for 2016 or 2015 I should say, and then keep him there for another year in 16. Then 17 Rosberg retires, wins the championship. Could have had Verstappen and Hamilton at the same team. That is a big what-if scenario in F1. It could have happened. I mean, I doubt it. Things happen for a reason. He might well have signed for Red Bull anyway. There could have been better incentives there, other than just the race seat, of course. Although that is a very big one, of course. So, yeah, I mean, some interesting points there by Wolff. I mean, you know, having that experience there, not only from George Russell, but also for Valtteri Bottas, is really going to help Antonelli. And I just hope people don't jump on him immediately and say this kid's overrated, he's, you know, and mounting all this pressure on. Just let the kid drive. He's going to be a rookie. He's very inexperienced. He's going to make mistakes, but, you know, he's clearly someone who's got incredible talent. We saw that at times during F2. I know he wasn't that consistent overall, but he was still a fantastic driver at times. That Hungary drive that he put on in F2, my word, unbelievable. He announced himself to the world with that. He was absolutely on another level to everybody else on that track. And it's very rare we see that in junior Junior Series. Hamilton did it, Verstappen did it, Charles Leclerc did it. I saw Charles Leclerc do it in Spain in 2017 in GP2 or F2, whatever it was known at that time. You know, absolutely, you see that talent shine through, and it's very rare that that happens. And there's not been too many drivers like that over the past 10 years or so as junior drivers that I've seen and thought, wow, this kid is special. Antonelli is in that category. Give him time, he will do it. And the thing is, right, and again, it's the age thing as well. He's making his debut 4 years younger than Sir Lewis Hamilton did. So I'm not saying give him 4 years, but I don't think it'll take him that long. But just give him time. Give him time. Let's hope the F1 online fandom is not as vicious as it can be, of course. And the press, of course, is well on top of that too. Of course, the media is just as guilty with stuff like this as anybody, but even more so, actually, I think, because they have more responsibility. But that's a different debate for a different day. How do you think Antonelli is going to do in his first season in Formula 1 this season coming up? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below as always, guys. And we'll see you soon for some more F1 news and opinion pieces just like this on the Pinnacle of Motorsport. Have a good one, guys. See you soon.